say no more. That's what I'm gonna say no more. John, it's keep it in the risk.
One of the most pristine settings in all of sports. In the shadows of the San Gabriels, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, it will come alive when the powder blue clad fans start the 8 clap and UCLA ready to roll. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by...
That's I don't know what to say. That's not acceptable. Wait. No. What's going on? What's going on?
Again, Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the UCLA Bruins offense takes the field. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Personal foul. Look at the pass. Defense.
Late hit, moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down leaves them in second and manageable. The Bruins have pushed it inside the 20. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. It's first down from the 11. To the ground, he's got it again. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will get the ball for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable. Get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing.
was wild, obvious fix. Obvious fix. Here's the ultimate edition.
These offensive coordinators better help out this quarterback. These guys need to be double teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that pass is intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. Shakes off the tackle. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He caught it! And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Hey.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football.
Touchdown, UCLA! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they take advantage of spectacular field position and move it 24 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They needed...
Intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off in the 20 seconds.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Offense set on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. A little screen to the running back. He breaks a tackle. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They get him down top front, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. The Bruins look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. With jet sweep pass. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The give to the fullbacks. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Off play action. They're bringing heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute over.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last game.
On second down, he's looking downfield. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. It's complete. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The inside handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Move the chains with that completion now on 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback in the first possession.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
On the move, it's Tolzien. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Delivers the stiff arm. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Wants to throw on first down, using the quick game. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Running back goes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. That, friends, is a busting play. Incomplete. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He finds his man. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. He's going to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able...
He hurls one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. And the Bruins want to move quickly. They'll throw it on first down. Gets open down the middle. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Bruin! And the stomping has commenced. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's got it down the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Proctor. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third down, going up top. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Gets it out fast. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. The Red Raiders get enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down.
Yo, what's going on, Denise?
What's going on over here? It's a shit show.
What happened?
You know that like Mr. Ofer. Mr. Ofer has no position over him. November 2025.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Lasso! Reload! Trying play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter.
Jesus, remember what they've been doing over there.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal.
Yeah.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. And
that sounds more than a hot mess.
That one out from the beginning. They hope to catch the offense being overly aggressive with the screen, but they got nothing. They got less than nothing and had to like it.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's just players making plays. I mean, guys that see that and read it, it's just kind of a knack. It's kind of a feel. You feel the screen, break on the football, go make a play, get a big tackle for us.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Yeah, but what happens when we don't have no consistent AA over there.
But it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up.
Yep.
Zings it complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to?
Yeah.
That guy.
They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, UCLA! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this.
Hey, it's like what I said. This is what happens when you don't have a consistent AA. So we ain't have consistent AA since Rashonda left. And that was about, what, 2 years ago?
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field.
Yeah, so that was about 3 years ago then.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
That's crazy.
Awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it.
That is crazy.
Guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends, because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Oh, okay, cool.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
No. Hey.
The aerial assault continues. He's got his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. The Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Got it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
UCLA will go back to work on offense.
That's terrible.
And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game.
Right.
They get the win. On to next week.
And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He has 89 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. A lot of urgency for this offense. Now he's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep.
Terrible.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again.
Oh, okay.
This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish. Now they have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets a block. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work.
Right.
Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
On target, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Snags it. Touchdown, Bruins! And the pummeling has started. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
You said what?
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Going up top on 1st down.
Yeah.
Here's a throw downfield late.
Oh, yeah.
Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and, man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games. Forget the heartbreakers. This play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Yeah.
So that's going to do it for us.
That's it.
Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.